Welcome to Purple Iris Tarot. I'm going to do a general reading on what we should do to manifest our desires, our wishes. So I'm really asking for help with manifestation, with changing, with improving myself. And I want it to be, I'm telling my spirit guides, I guess, I would like it to be universal. And since you don't go by time, it's going to be infinite. Okay? So this is a reading to help us manifest our goals. Can you help us? Give us some that was the Hermit, I guess. We need to meditate. Kind of know that one, but I need, maybe it is more about just meditating, calming down, writing your wishes. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so first card, Celtic Cross signifier, the Knight of Pentacles. I like the Knight of Pentacles. Well, Pentacles, he's an earth sign. It's related to money or health. This guy has good news related to money. He has good news, which is great. It's great. That would be in part of my manifestation plan, is to have income included, please. And we get the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is waiting for something that's planned. Now, is this something that could help or hinder us? I guess if there's something that we're waiting for that's planned that doesn't arrive, that could maybe affect the Knight of Pentacles and the money he's talking about. We'll see. So, in our consciousness, wow, that's wish fulfillment. So, are we going to have our wish fulfilled? That's very nice. What else would you want? It's nice emotions, good feelings, you're feeling secure, everything's going okay. Good. In your subconscious, there's judgment, and judgment's a late card in the major arcana. These people are standing in coffins, and they're going to be reincarnated. So really, I think that this is, okay, we're happy about everything. However, we may not be living a full life. If we're not fulfilling either our ambitions or our plans, this is resonating with Like, don't waste time. Don't think someone else will help you. It's like you've got to go out and do it. You have to, and you'll be judged by that. And so, trying to take the easy road is not what you want to do, or what you should do. Damn it, because that's so much easier. That card just actually made this serious. For me, anyway. So in the past, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, really, really creative. He's pretty young. So this is pretty simple reading, but it's creative. So in the past, you know, think of how did you get to that creative stage, or what did you do that was creative, or how did you work out how to do something and it ended up, you know, you were called creative for it and you just thought, oh, doesn't everyone do that? You know, doesn't everyone go to YouTube and find out how to change the ink in the printer? It's feeling like that. It's like something that you don't consider creative, but it is to other people, because other people wouldn't have the same ideas that you have. So there's that. You got to work on having the best life possible. Don't scrimp. Don't brush it off. Don't just be samey. You need a change. This is a change in the right direction. In the not too distant future, we have the Lovers, another major arcana. Lovers are not, well, it could be. It could be there's a new partner on the way, or it could be a partnership. It could be working with someone else. I'm not getting a strong feeling on really anything at this point, other than don't be on your own. Don't try and do it alone. Ask for help. If there are people you know can help you, ask for help, because that's going to be easier. Oh dear. I'm coming across as really lazy, and I had good sleep last night. Oh my gosh. I asked my spirit guides to allow me to sleep past 7 o'clock, and I woke up at 7:35 or something. And normally I wake up at 4 or 5, toss and turn, light sleep, and then if I see at 6, I'll get up. So and so you should try that, because someone told me that, and I've only asked 3 times, and each time it's worked. The other 2 times were let me sleep over 6 o'clock a.m. And then this last night, I got greedy and I said, oh, come on, make it past 7:30. What did I get? 7:35. My husband got up before me. Hardly ever happens. So, anyway, back to me being lazy and having other people do things for me. The Lovers card is a really nice card. I mean, it's like you're not alone. You're not alone. You might think you're alone, but there are people around to help you. And it could be really, really good friends. Or you could be about to meet some really, really good friends. So, it's nice. I like that. Should be looking there. That's the surprise for the end. What what do I feel about this manifestation? Because I've been told I gotta pay attention to my life. I've got to have people in my life. And now, what do I feel about it? And I've got the Two of Swords. I got this earlier today with something else. And it's... Okay. It looks like they're on a walkway, like a seaside coastal area. They're on the walkway there. There's islands in the background and some smaller rocks. There's grass. There's grass. So it's a lake more than a sea. The sun is out. They're holding their swords to protect themselves. But it's a two, and twos are generally choices or decisions. And so this has to be a difficult decision. This has to be a decision that maybe you don't want to make, or there's no good decision. Right. Yeah, let's leave that one there, but that's the only bummer at the moment. So let's go on to externally. The star. Always wish when you see the star. The star is just a wonderful card to get. May your wishes come true. May your wishes come true. Okay. In the hopes and fears is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she's a sword. Swords, there's no romance here. There's no gooey feelings like you would with the Queen of Cups. This is, with all the swords, it's almost like, this is called hard truth. So this is the Queen's truth. I feel like I know who that guy is. He looks familiar. But she always tells you the truth. There's no illusions here. There's no what's the words? There's nothing hidden. There's no. She's giving you the truth. Be true. Well, either be truthful. When you're, I guess, if we relate this back to manifestation, be truthful with what you want, with what you need. And then that just leads on to be a nice person. You don't have to love everyone, but you have to be fair. Because that's a human thing to do. Don't be a nasty person. Okay, and the finale is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, we started with the Nine of Pentacles. Do we have any more Pentacles after that? No, this is only the second one. Pentacles, material things, money, work. Manifestation. Manifestation. This is the prize at the end. The prize at the end is money. The manifestation has to include your best life, how to be your best life, how to, oh, I heard love thy neighbour, which I've never heard of for that lovers, but anyway, yeah, love your humans, love all humans, like the Queen, be nice. There's going to be difficult decisions, but you have to trust yourself that you're making the right decision. And something someone told me a long time ago, when I was bailing, I was going to bail on graduate school, during graduate school, and someone said, and I said, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. And they said, well, if you do make a big change and then years later you look back on yourself and you go, what was I thinking? And that was my worry, that's what I was going to say. And she said, well, what you need to know is that at the time you made that decision, it was right for you then. In 2, 3, 4 years' time, that might not be the right answer. But then it was. At that time it was. So it's like the choices you make now, will you be good with that in the future? Or can you justify it and say, yeah, that seemed the right thing. You don't know what was going on. You don't know, how much debt I was in, or, how many people had problems, or I don't know. It's your life and your ideas, but it's something that you have to think. And I've done that most of my life, in that if I had a decision to make, I would remember my friend and go, 2, 3, 4, 10 years' time, will I look back and go, what were you thinking? Or will I go, yeah, it did seem like a good time then, but now, yeah, I'm not going to make that same decision. So that's where we are there. The star is on your, oh gosh, the star is just so nice. I mean, the star is telling you that dreams come true. It's not quite the Wheel of Fortune, but it's saying if you're a good human, good things will happen to you. And when bad things happen, when you think they're bad things, they're not really. So, and then the King of Swords, there's the truth, which is good. Always be truthful. And at the end, you have a huge, trying to get my Scottish accent back, I can't do it. Huge pentacle. Money. Is that really what we want? Or is it's not money, it's security. You want to be secure, you want to live a decent life, and you want the money to be able to do that. So we're not being greedy here. We're being very reasonable. Anyway, I think I'll just leave it there. If you're still with me, congratulations and thank you. I'm hoping to get out some more generic readings, and maybe horoscopes. I'm not sure. I need to practice on those. But I'll have some other things out that may be more interesting than this. So until then, I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.